Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to learn a poem, Basket Full of Moonlight, which depicts or describes the life in rural areas, life in villages. So, there are many problems faced by the people living in rural areas, people living in villages. For example, that is poverty is there, unemployment problem is seen over there, then that is uh, there is no light, no that is lack of electricity we can say, or that is road light problem is there. So in cities or metropolitan cities we can see the roads are enlightened, roads are brightened, but in villages there are lack of such road lights. Okay, so these problems are faced in villages. So transportation is a big problem which people living in rural areas have to face. So that poem describes or depicts all these problems. Poet emphasize uh, all these problems through this poem. So the mouthpiece of this poem is a small child. The speaker, we can say, is a small child, and that child asks for the moonlight. It says to the moon, "So give me basket full of moonlight." So basket full of moonlight, that concept, how can be such a concept may be there? So we have not heard that concept, basket full of moonlight. So there is basket full of fruits, baskets full of that is flowers, but how can be a basket full of moonlight? So that concept seem to be illogical or absurd. So there cannot be such a basket full of moonlight. We cannot collect such a basket full of moonlight. So, though that concept seemed to be illogical or absurd, so it shows, it expresses the innocence of the child. Okay, so now we'll come to the next slide here.
Oh,
Now we are going to see a beautiful scene of moonlight. Say in the next slide. Okay, so this is the beautiful scene, wonderful scene of moonlight. So you can see the bright moon, and that is the moonlight is reflecting on the surface of the sea water. So birds are flying over there. So this moonlight is also reflecting over on the wings of the birds. So we can see the that is branches of coconut trees here. So it's a wonderful scene, okay, of moonlight. So now we will come to the poem. What is the poem here? See, so O moon, the I have already told you that the mouthpiece of the speaker of this poem is a small child. So he is demanding for the moonlight here. Okay, see. So first stanza of the poem we can see here. So the child says, "O moon, give me moonlight, basket full or two baskets full with seeds of moonlight. O moon, give me moonlight, basket full or two baskets full with the seeds of moonlight." So, okay, so that child is demanding over here, child is asking that moon, that child asks moon, so give him basket full of moonlight. So that basket full of moonlight, how will be it? With seeds of moonlight. So that child might have heard that with the seeds, when he people sow the seeds, there's grow up beautiful plants or trees. So in the same way, he has his own concept that if he sows the seeds of moonlight, then there will be that is the small moons, like we have that is the plants or trees that is grow up from the seed. In the same way, he want to that is sow these seeds of moonlight. Okay, so why does that child want that moonlight? So what he is going to do with that seeds of moonlight? We will see in the next lines here. Uh, from the city to my village, on the sides of path, I want to show many small moons of light. So the child wants that moonlight from the moon. So what is the purpose behind it? So the child says here that from the city to my village. So the road which leads the village to the city. So on that road, on the path of that road or on that path, that child want to show many small moons of light. So he want to enlighten that path. He want to bright up that path which leads his village to the city. So that is the purpose behind it. Why he is demanding for that moonlight. Okay, why he asked the moon to give him moonlight. Next to it, see what the poet, that child says here. The whole village goes to the city daily to work. So we come to know that the villagers goes to the city for work. So it emphasizes the problem of unemployment. So they have not proper employment in their village. That's why they have to go to the that is city for work. So that child says the whole village goes to the city daily, regularly to work for doing their work, for doing their job. Okay, so it becomes dark on its way back as my village is quite far. So all the, that is whole village or most of the people goes to the city for their work early in the morning. Okay, and when they return, when they come back, so it's dark because there is sunset and the darkness spreads all over the road. Okay, so it becomes dark on its way back as my village is quite far. So uh, distance between the, that is village and city, it's that is quite long distance is there, quite far. So when these people are returning back, it becomes dark. Okay, now the next line. The route is tough and full of snakes and scorpions. So this is another problem the people have to face over here. So that is darkened road is one problem, but beside it, that road is also tough. That is difficult, we can say. Many difficulties are there. People have to face on that road because that road is full of snakes. Snakes, you know, that is sap, and not only snakes but also scorpions. So scorpions, that we winsu. It is a kind of, that is spider with poisonous sting in its tail. Okay, the glossary is given over here. You can see. So because of that, that route becomes very difficult to travel. So further, child says neither bus nor cart plies. So neither bus nor cart plies. Plies is a word here. Plies means that is goes to and, the original actually word, original verb is ply. So ply means goes to and fro. Okay, eza karne, we can say vardal, vardal ashne, ply. So as there is a do and does, so they both are in present form, do and does. So in the same way, ply and plies are here. So neither bus nor cart plies. So there is no bus travel on that road. Also, no cars travel on that road. Okay. So when my father returns home, I am asleep. So here that child says, we come to know that his father also have to go to the city for work. So when his father returns, he says, home, I am asleep. So his father goes early in the morning for his work, and when he returns back, comes back at home, it's too late. And at that time, the child goes asleep. So when he goes early in the morning, okay, he left for his job. At that time also, that child is asleep. So both time there is we can say that is there is a little communication between that child and son, that child and his father, because of all these problems. Now we will see the poetic devices or the figures of speech used in this poem. So that poetic devices are used to beautify the poem. Okay, so many poetic devices we can see here. First, the first line is there, "O moon." Okay, so "O moon." So poet directly addressing to the moon, and he is demanding for something. Actually, that moon is not his friend or any relative that he is going to ask directly. He is demanding directly to the moon. Okay, so we have already learned that poetic devices. We can take the poem and page number. You can see here page number um, 2, page number 2. So on page number 2, we have already learned that poetic device. Okay. So definition is also given over it. What is definition? You can see here. So in poetry, very often there are lines in which the poet seems to talk directly to the absent person or an abstract idea or thing or object. At that time, that poetic device is called apostrophe. So when poet is talking about he's that is speaking directly to a person, actually that there is no any person, it is absent one, and that is an abstract idea, abstract, that is amurta, we can say, which we cannot touch or which cannot be seen, that is called amurta or abstract. So here that poet is addressing directly, "Oh moon." So as we say, "Oh God, what happened to me?" So actually God is not our friend or relative or something we know. He is not that is sitting beside us. So when we say, "Oh God, what happened to me?" Okay, or "Oh life, how merciless you are." So life is not that is the light is actually the we can say the abstract concept. Okay, we cannot talk directly to life. "Oh life, how merciless you are." हे किती हे लाईफ, तू किती निर्दयी आहेस, असं आपण म्हणू शकत नाही. Okay, so in the same way, that poet is addressing, the child is addressing, "Oh moon," as we say, "Oh Ajay," or "Oh Gopal." So in the same way, that child is addressing, "Oh moon." So when the poet directly addresses to the abstract or absent person, it is the poetic device apostrophe. Okay, apostrophe, it is called apostrophe. Okay, so in the same line, we can see here, "Oh moon, give me moonlight, basketful or two basketful." So actually the proper construction of the sentence is subject plus verb plus object. Okay, but here we can see that poet says, "Oh moon, give me moonlight, basketful or two basketful." So actually correct construction is, "Oh moon, give me," that is moonlight. "Oh moon, give me basketful or two basketful of moonlight." That is the correct construction. Okay, so it is the poetic device called inversion. So proper construction has been changed here. Okay, for example, poet says, "Jato mi gavala." So that "Jato mi gavala," that verb comes first here. So it is not the proper construction of the sentence. Okay, "Mi gavala jato," that is the proper construction. But for the beautify the poem, the poet says, "Jato mi gavala." In the same way, the correct construction should be here, "Oh moon, give me basketful or two basketful of moonlight." So instead of poet, use change that construction. Okay, so when such a construction has been changed, proper construction has been changed, subject plus verb plus object, It is called poetic device inversion. Okay, inversion. Next to it, we can see next line. See here. I want to sow many small moons of light. Okay, so small word is repeated over here. Okay, so when particular word is repeated to emphasize the thing or to beautify the poem, it is the poetic device or figures of speech called repetition. Repetition. So word small has been repeated over here to give the poetic effect. So it is repetition. Okay. So next to it, we can see other poetic devices. Okay. Okay. Now see. Next to it, we can see. Okay. So next poetic device. Okay, we can see here snakes and scorpions. Okay, can you see snakes and scorpions? So that particular sound is repeated over here. That is snake, and scorpion, So that sound is repeated over here. So when particular sound is repeated, it is the poetic device or figures of speech alliteration. Alliteration. So snakes and scorpions. So sound is repeated over here. So when particular sound is repeated, it is poetic device alliteration. And when particular word is repeated, as small word was repeated over there, when particular word is repeated, it is poetic device repetition. Okay. So all these poetic devices we can see in this part of the poem. Okay. Now we will go to the next part of the poem. Okay. So some questions are there. Okay, see, questions are there. You can see the first question here. Why is the road from the city to the village dangerous? Okay, so that is the question. So you can see in the first few lines the answer of that question, why the road from the city to the village is dangerous. So we can see here the road is tough and full of snakes and scorpions. So we can answer that the road which leads the village to the city is full of snakes and scorpions, and that's why it is dangerous. Okay. Okay, next. Next question is, what does the poet wish to get from the moon and why? So at the very first lines, we can have the answer of that question. What does the poet wish to get from the moon? So he wished to get, that is, basketful or two basketful of moon. See here, give me moonlight, basketful or two basketful. Okay, with the seeds of moonlight. So that is the answer. What does the poet wish to get from moon? So here, poet wishes basketful or two basketsfuls of moonlight from the sun, from the that is moon. Okay, and next sub question is there, why? Why does he want that moonlight? So we can see the answer here. That is, we can see, so the, you want here, okay, you want to enlighten the road, no? So we have already learned. Okay, you want to sow them small moons of light. Okay. Okay. So that child wants to enlighten the road so that his villagers can come back safely and comfortably to village during that darkness. Okay. Now next slide. Here also we can see the beautiful scene of moonlight. So bright moon is here and the moonlight is reflecting over here on the surface of the sea. Okay, so it's a very wonderful scene we can see here. Okay, now see the remaining part of the poem. Okay, that we have already seen, and he goes back early in the morning, okay, while I am sleeping. So both time he is asleep, child is asleep when his father goes early in the morning, and when he return late at night, both of the time that child is asleep. So there is a very less communication between child and father. So we can see that child is nearly age of that is 5 to 10 years old, we can guess the age. So actually children of this age want to spend more time with their parents, but because of all these problems that child cannot do that thing, the child cannot fulfill his wish. Okay, so now see next lines. O moon, give me a basket full of moonlight on loan. On loan. So on loan. So he says he don't want free that moonlight. So he says give me that moonlight on a loan. So we can see he might have heard that people of his village uh, take loan from bank or money lenders. So the problem of poverty is emphasized over here. Okay, so the child also says here, he demands here that moonlight on a loan. Okay, so I want to light the dark route so that my father returns early. So same thing is that child is that is saying again and again, again and again, why he want that moonlight. Okay, he that is eagerly asking for the moonlight to the moon, and why he want that, or why does he want it, what he is going to do with that moonlight. So he emphasizes again and again why he wants that moonlight. So he says my father can return uh, early at home. Okay, I too want to hear fairy tales and stories from him. So as we already discussed, that child want to spend much time that with their parents. In the same way, that child is wishing, okay, to hear fairy tales and stories from his father. Okay. So student, let's see the last stanza of this poem. O moon, give me a basket full of moonlight. I want to sow seeds of moon on the sides of the path. So again and again, he is demanding to the moon for the, that is, seeds of moonlight. That is for the basket full of moonlight. So he wants to enlighten the the brighter the road here. Okay, so this is the poem. We can see the problem of unemployment, as people have to travel to the city. So problem of unemployment, then problem of poverty. Okay, they have to take loan from the money lenders or banks. So problem of poverty we can see over here. Lack of electricity, or there are no lights on the path. So all these problems are focused through this poem. Okay, so we were learning also the figures of speech, poetic devices here. So we can see here the word dark. I want to light the dark route. I want to light the dark. So dark and light, dark and light. So these are opposite words, dark and light. As there is that is cold and hot, that is tall and small. Okay, in the same way, light and dark. Okay, light and dark, these are opposite words used in the same line. So when such a opposite words are used in the same line, that poetic device is called antithesis. Okay, antithesis, light and dark. Okay, okay. So, see here. I too want to hear fairy tales and stories from moon. So, fairy tales and stories. So, tales and stories, these words have same meaning. Okay, same. Tales, katha, and stories also goshti. Okay, katha. So, when the similar meaning words are used in the same sentence, okay, at that time it is poetic device called, that is, we can say same meaning words are tautology. Poetic device is called tautology here. Okay, so now we have learned all the poetic devices: apostrophe, inversion, repetition, alliteration, then antithesis, okay, and tautology. Okay, so this is the poem Basket Full of Moonlight by, that is, poet of that poem is Sunil Sharma, by Sunil Sharma. Okay, so why does the poet want his father home early? Question is here. So we can see the answer here. I too want to hear fairy tales and stories from him. So child wants to hear fairy tales and stories from his father. That's why he wants his father early at home. Okay, so we will end here now. Okay, question answer part we will say in next video. Okay, so this is the poem Basket Full of Moonlight. Now have a good day.